Hey, so another journal update, and it's March 31st, and I'm kicking this off again with the Entrepreneur of Impact. This competition is still going on. So if you have not voted, please vote for me. Vote for me here. It's just a few clicks of time, and I will reiterate, I put a lingerie offer on the table, and I don't know how deep my integrity glow ups will be going. But I will say it might be worth these 3 clicks. And I haven't even started working out really yet. So God help you when I get some time on my hands. Oh God, this one hurt. I cry through every holiday now, and it's one of the worst things coming out of something like this, to have your little bits of joy torn away from you. After being in an abusive relationship for 7 years, I went into a period of 2-year isolation to write this report. And during that time, not only was my family ripped away from me in malice, every friend I had, but not only that, the malice seeped into even cutting off any relationship that I could possibly have in the future. Future friends were lied to, so basically I would be in isolation for the rest of my life. Honestly, it's a pretty effective tactic. Going through 4 years of crying through holidays, I have been very vocal about this, but I'm not okay. And this shade of abuse is an attempt on my life. And looking at it any differently is just wrong. And honestly, I know that if the cards hadn't fallen exactly the way that they had to land me in this position right now, I wouldn't be here. There are no other words for this other than unimaginable cruelty. You are cruel people. And the fact that you delulu yourself into thinking that you're not cruel people, it's delusional. Not only is this really fucked up in hurting me, who has never done a thing to you, you're also hurting my daughter actively. You're actively hurting her right now. And you're doing all of this while judging me? I really get entertained by the amounts of aunts, uncles, grandparents, in-laws that delulu themselves into thinking that they are good and honorable people while trying to maliciously rip apart my life. Do you understand I'm doing this with a kid in tow? Do you understand that she's watched me bawl my eyes out through 4 years of holidays because of you? Doing things like this to a person who's never done anything to you makes you a bad person. So accept that you are a bad person and try and get better. The most awful part is I will never trust you again. I will never trust another human being again. I will never look at you the same way again. The most that you're going to get out of this right now is that I'm not going to publicly embarrass you for the rest of your life. And honestly, you're going to have to make leaps and bounds to ensure that doesn't happen. So now I'm going to be alone for the fourth Easter. For the fourth Easter in a row, and honestly, I'm probably going to cry my eyes out through it. I've already started with the random bouts of crying. But if there's anybody around the table who's been through some of this shit and will also be spending Easter alone and lives in the GTA area, specifically on the east side of the city, I am more than happy to go and sit in a bar and basically cry together. But send me an email and send it to me here, because I know that random strangers on the internet will treat me with more care and respect than the people I used to sit at tables with. Now, I will never profess to be all good. I'm not. I've got some grimy parts, and the fact is that I really needed to go into the dark to understand the beasts that I was sitting across from. Oh, I've been some places. Now, I've said more than once, I'm not only going to be taking down the abusers, I'm taking down all of the people that supported them too. That includes the monkeys that are related to me and the ones that aren't. And honestly, there's piles of both. Now, the attacks that were raised against me was not just malicious gossip. Oh, there were changes to wills, reports, lots of paperwork. And I have inklings, and I'm pretty sure I know exactly what went on. But I have integrity and will not post it online until I have proof. And I haven't even started looking yet. I've been pretty busy. Quantifying abuse is more important than just me. which is why I prioritized it, because I'm not a piece of shit. Now, I haven't started looking in part because I know the amount of pain it will cause me. I'm already in enough pain. Like, I already manage the amount of betrayal pain that I go through on a daily basis. I know that I'm going to have to need people by my side when I go through the process of finding out exactly what you've done. But it's coming. Now, the rhetoric I'm getting around the table is, what's the point in finding that out? You'll never change anything. What's the point in knowing? If you think 1 ounce of what I'm doing right now is for my personal benefit, you have no idea who I am. I give no fucks about money. I need some to exist in the 3D now so I can finish the work that I'm doing, but in no part is any component of this project for my personal benefit. Like, for you, I want you to think that I'm like your exact opposite, which is this. Now, as mentioned in a previous video, you can take accountability yourself by emailing me and telling me, or I'm going to force you to take accountability through every single person that you see for the rest of your life. The choice is up to you. One of them is, however, very, very embarrassing. Even really, really big public organizations that are actively trying to hide neurological issues from the public. Ooh, dishy. Very dishy. The hypocrisy is disgusting. Now, if you have been following this story along its timeline, you'll understand that I'm not really pumping the numbers the way that people usually do in social media campaigns. I'm not really competitive. And I'm not even going to play that competitive game with anybody. I just won't. I grew up something I call a burden from birth. Like, I was chirped for just existing in life. Just being seen would get me ostracized and made fun of. And in the end of the day, that just results in a person that's constantly terrified to be seen. What's left as me as an adult is I have something called a Jonah complex, which I fight valiantly a lot. And a Jonah complex is just basically you're afraid to be seen, you're afraid to have your own skills, you're afraid to meet your destiny, which I have battled for my whole life. Now, if you're terrified to just exist, imagine what happens when you ask for help. I was weak, pathetic, disgusting, such a disappointment to the family. Now I will literally be on my deathbed before I ask for help. People look at hyper independence, and I have it so badly, I put it on a hoodie. Like it's some sort of like special skill. It's not, it's trauma response, and it's terrifying. When I started all these platforms, I didn't even reach out to the people that I used to know. And it's mostly out of fear and self-esteem issues. I have no malice against anybody, so please come friend me up. I miss all of you. Anyways, now that the report's done and it's out, I have to put some time and energy into scaling up so that I have some safety going forward. So if I've randomly friended you on a platform, hi, my name is Ash. I'm going to try and change the world. So please follow along on my crazy journey. It's if anything else, it'll be really dishy. And I'm kicking this off with LinkedIn because I have reached out to a bunch of angel investors for the quantifying abuse arm of the project. And on my LinkedIn, I only have 10 connections. I'm worried that people are going to see that and be like, hey, she's got issues, which I do have, but the fun ones. So if you have a couple seconds to all the people on my other platforms, please click the link I put in the comments for LinkedIn and link me up so they don't think I'm really flaky. Anyways, thank you.